Good evening, and welcome back to News Around, the definitive sanctuary for those who seek the profound truth hidden beneath the glittering surface of the entertainment world. We often speak of star power as an abstract concept, a metric of ratings and box office numbers. But every once in a generation, we witness a phenomenon that transcends the screen, a moment where charisma, timing, and genuine emotion collide to create a spectacle that stops the world in its tracks. Tonight, we are not reporting from Istanbul. We are transporting you to the beating heart of global culture, the epicenter of style, and the eternal capital of romance, Paris. 4 days, the fashion world has been in a frenzy. Paris Fashion Week is usually a chaotic symphony of fabrics, designers, and runway models. But this week, the narrative shifted. The lens of the global media turned away from the catwalk and focused intensely on two individuals who brought their own brand of magic to the City of Lights. We are, of course, talking about the reunion of the Titans, Hande and Kerem Bürsin. It was a moment that social media had dreamed of, but reality exceeded every expectation. From the early morning light hitting the cobblestones to the midnight shadows of a romantic stroll, Hande and Kerem did not just attend Fashion Week. They conquered it. They turned a press event into a cinematic masterpiece of romance, style, and undeniable chemistry. Was this just a professional appearance? Or was it the definitive public declaration we have all been waiting for? Tonight, we are breaking down every second of their Parisian saga, the whispers in the front row, the hysteria of the crowds, the intimate walk through the night, and the secret plans that suggest this trip is far from over. Before we walk down the Champs-Élysées of this incredible story, I have a request. If you want to be part of the community that documents these historic moments with the respect they deserve, please destroy that subscribe button. And for those who want to help us keep the lights on and the cameras rolling, the join button is your ticket to the inner circle. Your support is the fuel for our journey. Now, let's go to Paris. The narrative begins not with a shout, but with a hush that fell over one of the busiest venues in the world. Paris Fashion Week is a sensory overload, a place where guests from every corner of the globe flock to see the future of design. It is a place where it is notoriously difficult to stand out. Yet, amidst the cacophony of camera shutters and the rustle of haute couture, all eyes suddenly and violently turned in one direction. Hande and Kerem Bürsin had arrived. The timing was impeccable. Caught on camera side by side in the crisp, early hours of the Parisian morning, their entrance felt less like two actors arriving at a show and more like royalty inspecting their kingdom. Witnesses describe a peculiar phenomenon. As they stepped onto the pavement, time seemed to stand still. The chaotic energy of the entrance condensed into a singular point of focus. Hande did not just wear an outfit, she inhabited a vision. Her attire was described as elegant and striking, a sartorial choice that perfectly balanced modern edge with timeless Parisian chic. Beside her, Kerem Bürsin provided the perfect counterpoint. His style was simple yet devastatingly charismatic, exuding the kind of effortless cool that cannot be bought, only born. Together, entering the runway area in perfect harmony, they instantly changed the atmosphere of the night. They were not just guests, they were the event. As they took their seats, the dynamic shifted from public spectacle to private intimacy. The rumors began circulating in the hallway immediately. Even the foreign press, usually jaded and focused solely on Western celebrities, turned their lenses toward the duo. Photographers were heard shouting Turkish stars, a recognition that their fame has officially transcended borders. But the most talked about moment, the moment that has been shared, GIF'd, and analyzed a million times on social media, occurred during the show itself. While the models paraded the latest designs, Hande was observed leaning in. She whispered something to Kerem. It was a fleeting second. A whisper. But in that whisper lay the entire story of their connection. Kerem's reaction was a smile, a soft, knowing nod that highlighted the profound harmony and naturalness between them. Even when they realized they were being filmed by the hovering cameras, they didn't stiffen. They didn't break that naturalness to pose. On the contrary, they appeared calm and serene. They looked like a couple having a private dinner in a quiet corner of the world, completely oblivious to the fact that they were sitting in the middle of a media storm in Paris. If the inside of the venue was a study in elegance, the scene outside was a study in passion. What happened afterward has been etched into the memory of everyone present as the defining moment of the night. When Hande and Kerem finally emerged from the venue, the crowd waiting outside nearly went wild. We are talking about a level of fandom usually reserved for pop stars or royalty. Amid the deafening cheers and applause of fans who had waited hours just for a glimpse, the couple did something extraordinary. They didn't rush to a waiting black car with tinted windows. They paused. They looked at each other. They smiled. And in that shared glance, the crowd saw what they called the Parisian side of love. It was a moment of mutual acknowledgement, a silent communication that said, "We are in this together." The image of Kerem leaning towards Hande to whisper something in her ear, protecting her from the noise with his closeness, and Hande smiling and bowing her head in a gesture of shy grace, has become iconic. It is an image that will be talked about in the gossip world not just for a long time, but forever. It was the picture of protection meeting adoration. We are witnessing the global rise of Turkish storytelling through these two ambassadors. It makes us wonder, why do you think Kerem and Hande resonate so deeply with people from different cultures and languages? Is it the chemistry, the talent, or something else? We want to read your theories in the comments below. This is a cultural phenomenon, and your perspective matters. And please, if you are enjoying this deep, cinematic recounting of events, take a second to like this video. It helps us signal to the world that we want more content like this. If you want to support independent journalism, the join button is right there. Now, let's walk with them into the night. Being seen together at Paris Fashion Week was not just a photo op, it was a statement. It sparked a tidal wave of speculation about the current status of their relationship. In the tabloids, where the question of are they or aren't they had been circulating for months, these images were perceived as a clear, unequivocal answer. You do not go to Paris Fashion Week with a friend in this manner. You do not share that level of intimacy with a colleague. According to leaked insider information from their inner circle, this was not a spontaneous decision. Hande and Kerem had specifically planned this trip with meticulous care. They considered Paris to be a hybrid excursion, both a business trip to cement their status as global fashion icons and a romantic getaway to reconnect away from the pressures of Istanbul. Their attendance at an exclusive event together after the show and the fact that they spent the night at the same venue further reinforced these claims. They were a unit, indivisible. Later that night, the script flipped from high-fashion drama to classic romance. The couple was photographed strolling through the cobblestone streets of Paris, far away from the red carpets. They attracted attention not because of their fame, but because of their relaxed demeanor. They appeared to be without any need to hide anything. Hande was walking arm in arm with Kerem, a gesture of possession and comfort. Kerem was walking slightly ahead, cutting a path through the crowd, demonstrating a protective instinct that fans have come to adore. He was her shield. She was his anchor. Those who witnessed the moment described the romantic atmosphere surrounding the couple as a scene straight out of a movie. It was life imitating art. While the designs on the runway are usually the focus of Fashion Week, this time, the true stars of the night were undoubtedly Hande Erçel and Kerem Bürsin. Their appearance together in Paris was considered not only a fashion show event but also the harbinger of a new era in the world of celebrity gossip. The echoes of the Parisian night extended far beyond the parade grounds. The rumors that spread through the streets of Paris afterward elevated the atmosphere to a whole new level. It was noted that the famous couple preferred to have brief, polite conversations with guests and then slip away from the crowd. This prompted comments that they wanted to be alone, a desire that speaks volumes about their priorities. According to backstage gossip, Hande and Kerem were the absolute center of gravity at the reception they attended after the show. International fashion moguls and prominent figures from the entertainment world were drawn to them. Why? Because of their sincerity and harmony. Hande, impressing everyone with her fluent English and concise, charming conversations, held her own against the global elite. Kerem, with his natural confidence and witty demeanor, captivated the room. The fact that international guests approached them to take photos, calling them Turkish stars, was mentioned as one of the surprise moments of the night. They were not just attendees, they were the main attraction. The photos of them strolling under the lights of Paris late into the night were interpreted as the clearest demonstration of their unbreakable bond. Gossip columnists, usually cynical, described the walk as the peace of being together. Many fans compared it to the closing scene of a romantic film, where the couple finally finds their happy ending. Following these images, a flood of comments erupted on social media. "Their love in Paris suits them wonderfully," one user wrote. Others argued that their relationship was no longer a secret and that a new era had begun, an era of transparency. The glances and smiles captured during the fashion show were shared and interpreted repeatedly from various angles. Gossip magazines commented on these photos until dawn, and television programs extensively discussed the Parisian nightlife scene, analyzing every frame for clues. But here is the most exciting detail: the story isn't over. According to sources close to them, Hande and Kerem do not plan to limit their trip to Paris to just Fashion Week. The couple reportedly plans to stay in the city for a few more days. Despite their busy schedules, they want some time for themselves. This has further fueled rumors of a continued romantic getaway. The expectation that the couple might be photographed tomorrow having breakfast at a roadside bistro or sitting in a quiet cafe in Montmartre has already become a hot topic of speculation. The paparazzi are on high alert. The fans are refreshing their feeds. Tonight, amidst the glamour of Paris Fashion Week, the doubts about the relationship between Hande Erçel and Kerem Bürsin were significantly dispelled. They didn't issue a press release. They didn't give an interview. They simply existed together, in perfect harmony, in the most romantic city on earth. Their strong and natural image was perceived not just as an appearance for an event, but as a message to the world: we are here. We are together. And we are happy. Now, everyone eagerly awaits new photos from the coming days. Because what happened tonight proved that every moment Hande and Kerem spend together becomes not just news, but a celebrity event in itself. What was your favorite moment from their Paris trip? The whisper? The walk? The outfits? Let us know in the comments. We read every single one. And please, help us keep this channel growing by hitting subscribe and turning on notifications. If you want to support independent, high-quality reporting, click join. Until next time, keep your eyes on the City of Lights. Goodbye.